The soldier stepped on a landmine but had no idea. As soon as he turned around, the landmine exploded. His comrade behind him quickly lifted his foot, trying to run over and help, but with a soft click, he also stepped on another landmine. He froze in place and did not dare to move. The dangerous feeling under his foot made him tremble all over. He had no idea what to do next. Just then, a scream snapped him back to reality. He saw that his comrade's legs had been blown off. Blood kept pouring out, and it looked very bad. In panic, the man forced himself to stay calm. He pulled out a painkiller and gave his panicked friend an injection. But pain relief alone was not enough. His friend was bleeding too much. If the bleeding did not stop soon, he would die. To save him, the man planned to risk lifting his foot and jump over to help. But his friend did not want him to become a cripple too. So he pulled out his gun and shot himself in the head. The man broke down and cried loudly. But he still did not dare move a muscle and could only scream helplessly. Now that his friend was gone, he had to survive no matter what. It took a long time before he calmed down. He made up his mind to live on with his friend's hope. But trying to survive in the desert while standing on a landmine was nearly impossible. Finally, he slowly raised both hands and began to lower his body. He moved one leg back and carefully knelt down. Then he quickly took out a knife and pushed it into the ground. He tried to dig out the landmine from the side, but it was buried too deep. The knife got stuck halfway. He sighed and knew he had to find another way. So he tied his shoelace to his hatchet. Then he took off his gun strap and tied it to the shoelace to make it longer. He slowly stood up. He tried to use the rope to pull the radio from a few meters away, but as soon as he pulled, his body lost balance. Luckily, he reacted fast and pressed his hand to the ground. If his left foot had moved, the landmine would have blown him to pieces. After waiting a while, he slowly pulled the rope and dragged the radio pack over. Once he got the radio, he called headquarters for help, but they told him a sandstorm made it impossible for planes to reach him, and the rescue team would take 52 hours to arrive. The man was stunned. He had no food or water in the desert and could run into enemies at any time. There was no way he could stand on the landmine for 52 hours. He wanted to ask if there was any other way to survive, but before he could speak, the radio died. Angry, he took off the radio and set his watch to countdown mode. Then he took out some rations to get some energy for the long wait. But when he grabbed his water bag to drink, he found it was empty. In the burning desert, no water meant a death sentence. Still, he had no time to give up, because a huge sandstorm was already rushing toward him.